So if you noticed a weird cut at any point during that incredibly satisfying time lapse, it's because I got about this far through and then this happened. Jimmy has just been blown up by a creeper. And both Mog and MythicalSausage said they don't have a fake coin going spare, so it is up to me to use my first fake coin to revive Jimmy. Oh, thank goodness. I think I've made it to the temple. Hello?
Pix! Help us!
Are they here? Are we here? Hello?
Right here.
Oh,
Come to the
please,
front.
Pix, help me.
He's a puppy. He's a puppy. He's a little doggy down there.
Oh,
he's possessed the dog.
Jimmy dog. I think I like this version of Jimmy more, to be honest.
I do.
He's
I
so
really
much
do.
cuter.
Pix, if you don't revive me, I'm out of the series in 23 hours.
You know, if I had a bone, I could tame him too. But
That's
I don't have
adorable.
a bone.
Not taming me, all right? You get me out of here. Pix, have you got 2 coins?
2 coins. So the 0 out of 2 genuinely means we need 2 coins to revive him.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Sausage, you don't have one on you.
No, there's some things that's happened in the past that I actually used my coins already.
Oh, okay, interesting. Well, I only brought 1, but here is the
brush?
plan. Yeah, don't beacon at me while I'm thinking, Jimmy. I have a I have a plan.
I didn't do that, but yeah.
Yeah, you can get a coin from the Archaeology advancement, right? The one
Yes,
for
you
making a
can.
decorated pot. I haven't got that yet. Oh, there's a diamond in this one. Nice.
Oh, baby, we're getting rich off this thing.
Yeah,
Forget
absolutely.
Jimmy. Let's just see what we could get.
Right?
Maybe some armor trim, something nice.
Oh, this one's got a pottery sherd in it.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, that's 1 of 4. Okay, all right. Oh, another diamond. This one's for you,
Oh,
Sausage.
look at this.
I've got one. I'll give you this one. Got to keep that armor in tip-top shape. All right, we got an
Yeah, I wanna
emerald
look good.
here. Oh, pottery sherd number 2. It's looking good.
Oh, I got a crafting bench as well. I will place it down in
I've got the
preparation.
skull sherd and the archer.
Bum.
Okay, cool. Oh, sorry. It's okay. I hit you with the shuffle.
I got really scared. I'm very nervous.
All right, we've got 3 more to brush. Oh, sherd number 3.
Oh, baby, one more, and this is it.
Oh,
This
it's
is
looking
it.
good. I've got 2 archery shards, and
Hold on, I'll clear the rest.
you can just make one of these with bricks, right? So I feel
guys.
like actually digging for this is.
Oh, hi, doggy. Can you ruff for me?
Oh, sausage!
It's time! It's
we're
time!
in luck. We're in luck.
Oh, Jimmy, you
he's-
lucky.
He's got 4 sherds, ladies and gents. Let's do
got
this. So I can put these in the crafting table
And it
like
should pop on
so.
the floor.
And
Right now.
oh,
Behind you!
yes! 2 coins.
Jimmy!
We can bring
2!
back our boy.
Bring me back, baby.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
Here we go. Bring him back. 1 of 2. Hey, there he goes.
He's back.
Oh, guys, thank you so.
Man.
Did you need one of these?
I honestly think I said this to Owen when they revived me. I honestly think it's more fun if people don't like refund fake coins. I think it's funnier if we all have like stuff that we owe other people later. It makes it more challenging.
Yeah.
Are you not gonna tame the wolf and bring it back with you? Come on.
I've got 1 bone. If he doesn't survive from this one, if he doesn't get tamed with
Surely
this 1
there's
bone,
surely there's more bones in the chests down here though. There's rotten flesh. There's loads of bones in here, Jimmy. Come on.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna have to get.
You
it.
need 'em.
aren't
I
I?
need 'em.
It feels like an obligation at this point, mate. I mean,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
with all of the new stuff they've added to wolves just now, you gotta have a
Yeah.
pet
Oh,
doggo.
yeah, get your little boy.
Surely.
Right.
I can't believe you were planning on possessing that dog and then just leaving it stranded in a desert temple.
That's
honestly.
messed
Come on,
up.
then. I'll head back.
Yes, mate.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, no worries,
What,
no worries.
What do you want from me?
If you can help me digging my big area out at some point, that'd be lovely.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the one thing didn't want to do, and yes, right.
Sorry.
I'll get on it. I'll
I
get
said
my clothes on. I'll head over.
At some point. And Jimmy, I have a beacon over there now, so I'm working with efficiency 5 stuff. So bring your A game, but I can maybe provide equipment if you need equipment. That's.
You're putting me to work in the hole, right?
I mean, I've just spent
In the
I've just spent
hole.
my 2 coins on you. I've only got 1
did.
left, and that one is
Yes,
reserved
sir.
for Owen because he revived me in the first place. So
boss.
yeah, I think you
I'll be
gotta
there.
put you to work, mate. It's a good thing Sausage was with you as well.
I would have been gone.
Imagine trying to walk an animal all the way back to spawn just to get someone's attention, right? You'd have had to possess so many cod on the way and just swim there.
I've lost the dog, guys.
Oh, did it end up in unloaded chunks? You're going to have to go back for it. And chat's not going to let you leave that dog. You know that, right?
I know.
Yeah, you get screamed at.
Guys, it reminds me, all right?
You're just trying to have all of the sand fall out from under a sausage.
Yes, I'm trying.
I just hear this man breaking sand blocks, and I'm like, I know what we've just jumped onto. This looks like a death trap, and he's just trying
It
to.
wasn't that bad.
I came from this direction. This is where I came from, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Yeah. See?
You silly boy!
Hey, don't shout at him. He's just doing
Come
his best.
on.
He's doing his best.
I got a kitty cat too.
Oh, everyone's bringing back pets from this. Should I get a goldfish?
Right. Okay, I'm going to go back to my house.
Epic journey.
Thank you for the epic journey.
Yeah.
The epic battle. It's been fantastic. It's been great.
Reincarnation. Here, a token to remember your times.
And a token for you.
A very memorable netherrack block. Anyway, we're back here now, we are caught up, and this is the result. We are now down to Y level 71. I might take a couple more layers off this today on streams, but I'm not going to time-lapse every single layer of this, and we are probably about to undergo a change in strategy, which I'll talk about in a second, but first of all, I need to drop off a bunch of this material in my new storage area. I've started hollowing out some sections of the hillside here, just so I can start placing in a bunch of material and not have it all occupy chests here on the surface, because I've taken out maybe 30 to 40 layers of this, depending on where we started measuring that from, and let me tell you, the materials are just absurd levels. We are now at the point where I have mined out 225,000 stone on its own, and that obviously doesn't count the decorative stone types. We've also got dirt and grass numbers right there, which are pretty similar, and very little of this has come from caving. So much of that has just been from this area. People on stream, smarter people than me, people who know maths, have actually estimated that it will only take me about 60,000 blocks to rebuild the outside of this cylinder in the sky. Obviously, not counting the stuff where I'm going to recreate caves that were part of the structure and that kind of thing. So, realistically, I don't need to keep this amount of material, but just for the stats and just in case anybody else wants it to build with, I'm definitely keeping all of the material I feel like picking up. I'm also keeping a bunch of the ores, but I am smelting the copper that I end up fortuning, and it's a great way of getting experience back because, of course, I've still been repairing my tools as I go. I still need to hit this with efficiency 5, which I thankfully have a bunch of books ready to go thanks to Mog, and I need to bury, at this point, 4 pickaxes, and there's also a 5th that should be here, but unfortunately it was the first pickaxe that I actually broke. Let's go back to the stats real quick so you can see times broken. 1 diamond pickaxe appears on the list. I've broken 9 fishing rods and 1 axe, but those are the only other tools I've ever broken, so yeah, I need to create a separate burial area for the pickaxes that I break by accident just by overusing the durability, and that was the haste effect kicking back in at a time when I didn't expect it to, and causing me to overmine with the durability I had left on that pickaxe. So I'm going to go around here and I'm going to create 4 new grave markers, which are going to be just like these with a couple of variations in style and material, and they're going to be the areas where we bury our tools. But I'm going to create a 5th one, which is going to be an area all of its own, because I have a feeling I will break more than 1 pickaxe in the duration of this project, or at least more than 1 tool. And we're going to create a field of columns, which are broken off halfway up. I went to Highgate Cemetery back in January and took a tour there, and one of the things the tour guide told us was that whenever you see a grave marker in a graveyard where somebody has a column that's sort of half broken off halfway up, that's an indication that the person died sort of before their time. Maybe they didn't die of natural causes, or maybe it felt like they still had more to give to the world, and their family or whoever was responsible for burying them decided that they should be commemorated with a cut-off pillar. So that's what we're going to do for the tools that I have broken along the way without ever being able to repair them fully. So over there, kind of close to where the pillagers are, where there's a bit more flat ground, is where I'm planning on building kind of a pedestal that's going to have a series of columns on it for each of the pickaxes or other tools that we break in the process of this project. Oh, there goes a pillager falling from the side, pushed, no doubt, by one of his friends, a treacherous band. But we're going to head over to spawn, and I'm going to build some grave markers over here, but I want to head to spawn and show you folks some of the progress we have made on the bundles. Because together, as a community, we have done it. The SOS server has completed all 5 of these bundles. Obviously, the Farmer's Paradise one was the first one we completed. I was there for the lighting up of that, even if it was the other folks who came together and grabbed all of the crops, mostly from MythicalSausage's field, I think. I was on stream with MythicalSausage when we filled up the coal bundle and finally saw the light for that switch on. I know Ollie and Jimmy were working hard on logs. I expect a few other folks managed to contribute to that as well. I'm pretty sure Scott, Shelby, and a few others were working on the ores and dropping those off in here. And finally, the last one to be completed was the animal produce section down here. So I donated a bunch of fish to this one, but obviously there'll be steak and all kinds of other stuff in there, and I think even some animal products which aren't necessarily part of the food setup. So hopefully we'll get some honeycomb out of that, and I can use it to wax some of the copper. But that should mean that next time we're all able to get together, we're rewarded with another fate coin, which will make me feel a little happier because I had to spend a couple of mine on Jimmy. And I'm looking at some other ways that we can get hold of some fate coins by completing some advancements. The one I have my eye on right now, of course, is going to the end and fighting the dragon, for which we should get a fate coin for whoever takes down the dragon and deals that final blow. So potentially if we don't get it that time, we can respawn the dragon and do another dragon fight to complete that advancement. Get the free the end advancement, I think, is the one that we've been told gets us the fate coin. But outside of that, I genuinely have no idea what else is possible. So me and Sausage were brainstorming a few things on stream, and maybe we might try some of these more tricky advancements later. And now back here at the dig, I can take you on a little tour. I've just been cleaning up the copper monument because right now it's a little bit aged, a little bit weathered. I do need to grab some honeycomb to take care of this, so that's kind of why I'm hoping some honeycomb is going to come out of the shared community resources that we've all gathered. Our original marker still standing strong over here, but then beyond that, I've started to work with the materials that we've been able to pull out of the dig. So we started getting some of the decorative stone types. We have some diorite in here, some calcite from the nearby mountain, and a bit of quartz from the nether. I've got some dripstone and granite in the next one. Each of these has a single pickaxe in, and only this one has an anvil because I've only managed to completely damage one anvil in the process of repairing all of these tools again. This one is a little bit more abstract. I've decided to go into some interesting like sculptural shapes here and there, and I'm just improvising, freestyling a lot of these. So this one here has a fortune pickaxe in there, and then finally, to symbolize the fact that we are now digging with a beacon, I have this beacon base constructed out of other materials, but still leaving a 3x3 of iron up here on the top to bury that last silk touch. Over here we also have this little yard of pillars, which we're going to be building throughout the course of this dig. It could just end up being this one pillar if I am careful, but chances are it will not be. And we might even bury some other tools in here as well, the stuff like shovels and whatnot that I use towards the end of the project when we want to retire these tools more permanently or anything like that. If there are any tools that we don't need to completely use up in the course of this dig, but I still feel like burying, or, you know, stuff that like a fortune shovel, for example, that I'm not going to use anywhere else, we might add those to the yard here as well. But the main reason I wanted to bring you folks in for this part of the process is that it is time for a change of strategy. And that's not just because it's getting difficult for me to do water bucket clutches accurately. It is because now the beacon has had several layers dug out below it, and of course the beacon's radius, or the area of effect of the beacon, since it's technically a square, not a circular radius, that is starting to deplete the further out we go because of the height of the beacon. So I really want to move the beacon down as far as it can go so that we never have to move the beacon again. The beacon's beam is just going to fire all the way up through this area, and we're going to have the haste effect in the widest possible area, basically anywhere we want to dig. The other problem is that now we're at Y71, we have about 30 or so levels to go before we start encountering slime spawning, because slime chunks dug out anywhere below Y40 will have a chance to spawn slime, and an area this large, you can pretty much guarantee there are going to be slime chunks in it. Unfortunately for us, that means that as we continue to flatten this out layer by layer, we'll get more and more slime spawning to the point where they become a distraction and even a danger as we continue to dig. So instead of digging this out flat like we've been doing up until this point, I think it's going to be a lot safer to start digging it out chunk by chunk. We can switch on the chunk borders here and choose a chunk to place our beacon in, probably this corner of this chunk here, and we're going to dig this entire chunk out all the way down to bedrock. And then we're going to move on to the neighboring chunks and continue to do that, and probably place a floor of slabs at the bottom of each one so that we don't end up with any slime spawning. And what that means is we are pretty quickly going to be encountering whatever dangers lie below this area. We might have deep dark down here, we might have large caverns and more dripstone caves. If there's a spawner under here at this point, we are probably going to find it digging down this way, and maybe we can use that as a remedial XP farm whenever we don't have stuff to smelt and whenever I can't be bothered taking a trip out to the Wither Skeleton farm. The last thing I want to do, and this feels like the end of an era, but we are going to take down this nether portal, because right now it's just hanging over the entire thing, casting a shadow, and it's going to be rebuilt on top of this terrain once we rebuild it all in the sky, but at the moment it feels like kind of an obstacle. It's also where I've been stashing all of the copper that I've been smelting, which I've acquired a great deal of at this point, and there are a couple of other useful things here and there that I expect we'll be using as we go, but yeah, we really need to do something about this nether portal. It's going to be taken down, and I do have a Litematica schematic of it along with the rest of the terrain here so that we can rebuild it in its entirety later on when we want to. Well, there it goes. The whole of that portal is now arranged in this chest. And it's surprisingly few blocks, although I didn't take all of the leaves. We can get those leaves back very easily. I think now, though, we are going to dig down. And I'm going to do this part on camera with you folks because we are going to just dig straight down to find an area we can place the beacon. And I'm going to be doing this part with the efficiency 4 pickaxe, and I'm going to be doing it much more carefully than I might otherwise because we need to dig down safely. And as you can see, there are some caves down here that I have not yet explored, so we'll need to light up a couple of these as we go. Of course, the main thing I'm nervous about is digging out into a large cavern underneath me, but it looks like we've got a cave starting to form here that seems relatively chill. I'm not hearing too much in the way of mob noises. Yep, there we go. Can take away those chunk borders now, and there's a nice little amount of resources in here, so I'll be looking forward to reaching these layers a little later. And last time I dug out a large area like this in my survival guide world, I found skulk coming up above deep slate layers and into the stone layers, so the fact that we've not encountered any of that yet should be a fairly good sign. I will still be very surprised if there isn't a deep dark biome underneath this somewhere, but it could be that it's not in the center of the chunk. It might be slightly offset to the sides. And we're at negative 54 right now, so we're getting down towards bedrock, and there is our bedrock. So that is the lowest point in this chunk. We are going to put our beacon pyramid centered on this little area here, and so we need to make sure we can dig out an area for the beacon base to go. And making very careful use of the water bucket here, we're going to climb back up here, grab the stuff that we need to rebuild the beacon, and build it down here at bedrock level. We just need to place our beacon in there. That should now light up, and we'll be able to activate the haste effect. Yes, there we go. Before we return to the surface, though, I'm actually going to place a water source down here and block this off. That way, if I end up falling down this at any point, I should still land in water, even once we've retracted the water source on the surface. So I won't end up falling to my death down here if I can possibly help it. Okay, and it's nighttime outside. We can take away the water from there, get some sleep, and we can start digging on down. Hello, hello.
Yes! I'm ready.
All right, let's do this. So, as you can see, Mythical J Sausage, I have a very large hole. This central chunk here is now dug out all the way to bedrock. And as we know from Scott Smager's bold testing of this,
Yeah, we beta tested it.
If you fall from build height to bedrock, you do get a fake coin. So,
Yes!
you're going to hold shift whenever you're around the edge of this, because there is currently nothing that will save you from falling and dying.
Oh, I have Swift Sneak too, which is very dangerous and scary.
So this is now dug all the way to bedrock.
Oh my god!
I'm going to put a bucket of water on this corner, okay?
Okay.
And so we're going to build up a scaffolding tower on this corner, and then you're going to pillar up with whatever other material you have, because I know we didn't get enough scaffolding to do this.
Yeah. I got sand.
And then you're going to go up as high as you possibly can until it tells you you can't build anymore. And then you're going to fall into the water at the bottom of this hole.
At the bottom. And is the water going to spread enough to
it will, yeah.
It's cover the whole area?
It's going to spread out like that. So you got to fall
That's
into...
not good enough!
It's good enough, Sausage. It'll be fine.
You know, it would be cool if you put water all down there, you know? Make it into a pool, you know?
Yeah, but where's the fun in that, Sausage? Where's the sense of adventure?
I don't want to be adventurous. I want to get a fake coin.
It's an adventure. It's literally in the adventure tab on the advanced.
Yes, it is. Okay, fine.
I don't know how much scaffolding, if any, you brought with you, but we
I
can.
help.
Okay, cool. We can build a tower.
Yeah, I got this.
You got this. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. All you got to do is hold
Thank
shift.
you so much.
And then jump, and then fall.
And then fall. And then fall straight.
And then
Just
everything
make
will
sure
be
nobody tampers with that water.
Who would do that though? Honestly, who could possibly tamper with the water while this man is doing what he's doing? This already looks so high, and it is nowhere near even close to high enough. I think once he gets up to a certain height, he won't even be able to see the bottom of this, depending on what he has his render distance set to. So that's going to be slightly terrifying. Okay, I think he's at the height limit. I am weirdly tense for somebody who is not currently doing this themselves. I think he's just like shifting out from the edge of the platform. Sausage, do it soon. It's going to be nighttime. He's watching the sunset for what could be the final time, letting the stars come out. Oh god, the pillagers have spawned. What if he gets shot by one of them on the way down? I would absolutely have done this already. It's taken him literally all night. Oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it. Yes, Sausage. Yes. What?
No.
Dude, what happened?
What was that?
We're at 59. We're at negative 59. Did you not? I think you maybe have to, like, jump.
I think I have to go under bedrock? No.
I mean, it says on the wiki you have to jump from 319, which is where you were at, to negative 59, which is where we're at now.
No.
I mean, there's so much bedrock in the way as well. Like, how are we going to do that?
Oh, no. I have to do that again.
You have to do that again and fall into, like, here.
I can make it in there, I guess. Yep, we just need another water source.
I mean, all we got to do is bridge out from where you were by, like, 3 blocks and then just fall straight down.
Yeah, and this is a 3x2. So that's I can do a 3x2.
Yeah. That's easy. That's easy.
Oh god. Okay, back up we go. I can't believe this whole time.
Oh my god, there's so much scaffolding down here. So much of the scaffolding fell into the hole. Right, I got it. I brought it up.
You got it? Okay, put it in. Okay, good.
Not gonna lie, at this point, I kind of wish I had some slime to put at the bottom, because that would be really funny. Oh, here he comes. Let's do it. Yeah! I saw the coin pop. We saw it happen. Yeah!
Oh, I did it.
Oh,
I did it.
Oh, the adrenaline. Like, I was feeling that, and I wasn't even the one falling.
That hurt me. I don't feel so good. Oh.
All right, now I got to do it.
You have to do it.
If you're getting a coin, I'm getting a coin.
You have to do it. Oh, first try. The first one didn't count.
All right. I have to ascend this. I have to take down the scaffolding.
Take sand. Take all my sand just in case.
I have to take down the scaffolding. I have to use the sand to pillar up.
Yeah, take the scaffold, use the scaffold, and you got this. Here it goes. Oh, baby.
I don't like this. I already don't like this. It's too high up. It's so high up. Okay, that is as far up as I can go. So now we come out 1, 2, 3. Oh god, which side is the 3x2? Which side is it? So if I'm here, I should be good. Let's go. Oh my god. Oh, yes!
Yeah!
Wait, what?
No way.
No. Advancement? No, nothing? What happened?
No! That was perfect this time.
I literally jumped. Way. I jumped as I was breaking the block. What the heck happened? Do I have to do it twice? I
had to do it twice. Maybe you have to do it twice. Well, Scott only did it once, though.
I don't want to do. I don't want to do it twice.
We both have to do it twice. No. Go to your thing. Maybe check. Maybe it's there.
It's not there. Like, I do not have it. I jumped as I was breaking the block. Like, I literally did that, and then I fell.
Yeah, that works even more. You jumped higher than you should have been. It's because you broke a block, maybe? Maybe you just have to just fall off. Everyone's saying it's because you jumped off. No jumping, just slide off. I didn't jump. Because maybe it's like you did too much. You overdid it. You did one more block that you were supposed to. They think you're showing
It does
off.
sound like me to overcommit, doesn't it? I mean...
Yeah, just do a nice slide off. A nice little gentle slide.
All right, I'll do my best. Okay, here we go. This should be the one. This should be the one. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Yes!
Yeah! That's what
Hey!
it was. Fake coin awaits you right here.
Oh,
GG.
oh, that felt good.
Woohoo!
Yeah, who knew that you had to walk off the top instead of jumping? That's so weird.
That's so weird. Yeah, they're like, you're overachieving. You're trying to do one more block that you're not supposed to.
Yeah, and now I'm going to have that little patch of deep slate up there forever, because no way am I going up there another time to go and get it.
Oh, no, I'm never going up there. Wait, you know what? If somebody else wants to come here and do that trick, they can go get it.
Yeah, I can leave it there as a little diving board.
Yep. Yeah, because that is the place where they could jump and be safe, like we were just now.
It feels good holding one of these again. We can clink fake coins together. Ching.
Clink it. Ching!
There we go.
We have another one. Oh, it's still not enough to save one person, but at least we have two.
Have your water bucket back. I'd hate I'd hate to do all of this and then have you die of full damage somewhere else because you didn't have a water bucket on you.
Oh, God. Thank you so much. Oh, this is the greatest day. Thank you so much, Pix. Here, you know what? You deserve half my riches that I found in your wall.
You do realize that has you committed to coming back and mining the rest of this out, right? Like, that's the rule.
You know what? I am coming back. I have 2 efficiency 5s ready to go. For
Oh, heck
day.
yeah. Yeah, Jimmy is coming over, I think, tomorrow to help me dig some of this. So,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to having a little help with it. Yeah! Why do people even bother with roller coasters when you can jump from build height to bedrock in Minecraft?
Yeah, I never want to do that again, though. I never want to do that
Well,
ever again.
fortunately, you don't have to.
Oh, thank you. I
right.
need to do something very relaxing now. I'm going to listen to some classical music and just stand in the corner and do nothing. Oh, thank you for letting me use your hole today, Pix.
Oh, you are more than welcome anytime. Oh, feels good to have 2 coins again, especially since, technically, if one of these is reserved for Owen, I have to spend 2 on Owen now because it costs 2 to revive people. And I hadn't really considered that first. But anyway, I have now, if you've noticed, set up a bunch of signs down here. You might have seen a couple of them during the last couple of clips. And the idea is that we now have grid references for every chunk in here. If I hit F3 and G and go down to any of these chunks, there's a sign more or less in the middle where I could put it in the middle, and it will show you exactly where to dig, because I now have a setup over here where I've got 2 dispensers and I can walk over the pressure plates in front of them, and in unison they will spit out items that tell me where I want to dig out. So I've just pulled out C2, and that corresponds to a chunk reference down here. So if I go on down, this is A3, this is B3, and so C2 would be this chunk here. So that's a way for us to randomly generate which chunk to dig out next. And that's also the system I might use tomorrow to randomly generate which chunk of this I want Jimmy to help digging. Of course, we are going to provide him some tools, and he might just want to choose a chunk of his own. But there are a couple of these which I don't want him to choose specifically because over here in this corner, you see this little one here, this B1 chunk? That is actually an area of 3 blocks. The chunk border ends basically where this sign is, and it's just these 3 blocks here. So if we want to do that one, we could do that in a very, very short amount of time, but if we wanted to do C2 or any of the ones in the middle here, then that's going to take a lot longer, but it will also provide a lot more resources. And I'm going to allow anybody who helps me dig out a chunk of this dig to keep all of the resources they get from that chunk. As you can see down here, we have several diamonds tempting you from the walls of the nearby chunks, but those are going to be claimed when you dig the next chunk over. That gives our digging proteges more incentive to stick around and mine all the way to deep slate, because that's the point at which they will start encountering diamonds. But of course I need to be able to provide them with efficiency 5 tools in case they don't bring their own, so I need to go and spend some more time at the Wither Skeleton Farm. Alright, and with some backup tools created, I think it's actually time to roll a chunk for ourselves to work on, since I've got a little bit of time today, so let's hop on to here. We've got E1. Does that one exist? So this is row 1 right here, and it looks like E1 does exist, and it's the next one over. It's this one here, I guess. Yeah, this chunk right here. It's actually a smaller one since we want to stay inside the boundaries of the circle, so I don't have to worry about any of this stuff in the cave. We are just going to dig straight down from here. Although the difficulty now is that most of the time I'm not in the radius of the haste beacons, so we might actually have to do more of this with moss. At least at this point, I don't have to be too concerned about preserving the materials, so once we get down below this level and I've figured out the shape that this section needs to be, I might as well just switch to moss and do the whole thing that way. The other issue is that moss won't actually spread to dripstone. That is one of the blocks that it does not take over, so we are still going to have to take out all of the dripstone manually, but that should be fine. I'm going to stick some music on, we're going to kick this into high gear, and then we'll come back once we've dug this chunk out. So in the end, it only turned out to be about a half a chunk that we had to dig out, but the entire thing had to be done using moss, and it didn't take that long, actually. I was pleasantly surprised by this one, but this definitely wins the award for chunk I am most likely to fall into as we clear out the remainder of these. The other thing I have learned is that, yes, there is deep dark down here. You can see it in a couple of spots. It's probably been highlighted in the time lapse, and I hit 3 strikes with the warden by the time we reached the bottom of this. I ended up having to dig into a wall to get rid of a couple of skulk shriekers just to make sure that we didn't get a full alert and that the warden wouldn't show up and kill me during this dig, which bodes well for the rest of this, let me tell you, especially since Jimmy now owes me one and is going to come out here to dig out some of this. I'm not sure if I'll make him do a full chunk, but we'll definitely try and put him to work. Now the grid system is in place, we'll probably assign him something nice and juicy towards the middle, near to the beacon, but something that he can really sink his teeth into. But that is where we're going to leave it for this episode of Minecraft SOS, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. We've got a bit of variety in there, and I want to spend a bit more time digging this area out on live streams, so you can catch me there along with probably a progress update in the next video as well. But thank you so much for watching. My name has been Pixlriffs. Don't forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you folks soon. Take care. Bye for now.